Hello everyone, I'm back with my channel History with Ishan and thank you so much for watching. Hope you all are taking care of yourselves during this pandemic. Now after the video on the history of Indian currency, I'm back with another interesting and something unknown about our past, which is trailing through unexplored monuments of India. So I'm going to be explaining 4 different monuments from 4 different parts of our subcontinent, north, south, west and east. So let's explore and let's start with the north. Known for being built along the natural caves, Phuktal Monastery is one of the few monasteries in Ladakh that can only be reached by trekking. Situated in a remote Lungnak valley, Phuktal or Phugtal with a G monastery is amongst the top attractions in Zanskar, and why it shouldn't be. The Buddhist Gompa has an impressive facade with rock-cut caves that look embedded in the mountain. The Phuktal monastery is built around a natural cave, which is believed to have been visited by numerous sages, scholars, translators, and monks around 2550 years ago. The remote location of the monastery was ideal for monks looking for peace and solitude and to meditate. The present Phuktal Gompa of the Gelug school of Tibetan Buddhism was established in the early 15th century by Jangsim Sherab Zangpo, a disciple of J. Tsongkhapa. Tsongkhapa was the founder of Gelug, which is one of the newest schools of Tibetan Buddhism. Believed to be one of the earliest residents of the cave are the 16 Arhats, or the legendary followers of Buddha. The images of these 16 Arhats appear on the cave walls. The great scholars and translators Padmasambhav and Fakspa Nestan Duzdan are believed to have lived in the cave, and so is great leader and translator Lama Marpa Lotsawa. In the 12th century, the Tibetan translator Zanskar Lotsawa Fakpa Sherab with a B also lived and worked from Phuktal. The architecture of Phuktal Monastery is primarily Tibetan in style. The monastery has a main temple, prayer rooms, a library, living quarters, teaching facilities, a kitchen, and the sacred spring which was miraculously created by Jangsim Sherab Zangpo. That's really interesting, intriguing, right? So now moving on to the southern part of our country, which is Shetihali Rosary Church in Karnataka. Located 22 kilometers from Hassan in the small district of Shetihali in Karnataka, the Shetihali Church is a structure in ruins, but no one has ever visited too much there, and it's the one that has always stood the test of time. Also known as the submerged church and the floating church, it has recently become a popular tourist attraction in the regions and in Karnataka. Standing tall in the middle of barren fields, Shetihali Rosary Church gets submerged in water every monsoon. Interesting, right? It was built in the 1800s by French missionaries of the region for wealthy British estate owners in Alur and Sakleshpur. This ancient Catholic floating church in Hassan boasts some exceptional Gothic architecture. It is said that along with several talented architects, Abbe Dubois, a French missionary, constructed this church in 1810 using mortar and bricks along with a mix of jagged annex. It was later renovated in 1860. In the beginning, a single-story church was built with a tower containing 2 bells. Glass from Belgium, gypsum from Egypt, paintings from Scotland, palm trees from Malaysia, and decorative items from Italy and Brazil were used in the construction of this church. The church was set up to serve the Christian communities residing in Karnataka in areas and around Hassan, including Changaravalli, Shetihali, Dodakopalu, Gadekoplu, and Madanakoplu. The church soon acquired world fame for rendering services to the poor and needy in matters of help from all walks of life, irrespective of the religious affiliations. It is believed that many Christian scholars, including Rev. F. Kittle, Herman Mogling, B. L. Rice, and John Hans, stayed at the church during the research work. Really riveting to hear about this church. which is also known as a floating church. So now moving on to the western part of the country, Goa Arvelam rock cut caves. These caves are also known as the Pandava caves. This is because it is believed that the Pandava brothers Yudhishthir, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul and Sahadev from the epic Mahabharata lived here during their 12 years of exile. The caves they have 5 separate compartments, which is why this story gets more leverage. Out of the 5 compartments, 3 of them have a shrine, with the middle one comprising the main shrine of a Shivling, due to which some believe that the caves have a Hindu origin. However, some scholars speculate that the caves have a Buddhist origin, since excavations made nearby reveal a large statue of Gautam Buddha which dates back to the 4th century. The excavated Buddha statue can now be witnessed in the Goa Museum. It is also called as the Harvelam Caves by the locals. With the Vihara at the south and sanctuary at the north, the structure of the caves seem very much to be in the style of a classic Buddhist rock cave. People believe that some traveling Buddhist monks carved the entire cave out of a single laterite stone. In the second compartment of the cave, there is an inscription of Sanskrit and Brahmi language dating back to the 7th century. So now after this really mind-boggling and mysterious story of the Arvelam rock cut caves in Goa, let us move to the last part of our story, which is an unexplored monument heritage site from the northeast part of our country, Unakoti, Tripura. It is Shaivite pilgrimage and dates back to 7th to 9th centuries, if not earlier. The marvelous rock carvings, murals with the primitive beauty, waterfalls are not to be missed. Unakoti means 1 less than a crore, and it is said that these many rock cut carvings are available here. As per Hindu mythology, when Lord Shiva was going to Kashi along with 1 crore gods and goddesses, he made a night halt at this location. Then he asked all the gods and goddesses to wake up before sunrise and proceed for Kashi. It is said that in the morning, except Shiva himself, no one else could get up, so Lord Shiva set out for Kashi himself, cursing the others to become stone images. And as a result, we have 1 less than a crore stone images here at Unakoti, along with a lot of carvings. These carvings are located at a beautifully landscaped forest area with green vegetation all around, which adds to the beauty of the carvings. The images found in Unakoti are of 2 types. They are either rock carved figures and stone images. Among the rock cut carvings, the central Shiv head and gigantic Ganesh figures deserve special attention and also mention. The central Shiv head, known as Unakotishwar Kal Bhairav, is about 30 feet high, including an embroidered headdress which itself is 10 feet high. On each side of the headdress of the central Shiva, there are 2 full-size female figures, one of Durga standing on a lion and another female figure on the other side. In addition, 3 enormous images of Nandi bull are found half buried in the ground. There are various other stone as well as rock cut images in Unakoti. Every year, a big fair, popularly known as Ashokashtami Mela, is held in the month of April, which is visited by thousands of pilgrims. So that's it with our 20 video, which is regarding trailing through unexplored monuments of India. I hope you enjoyed this historical ride. So thank you so much for watching my video. Kindly like, share it with your family and friends. Comment down below your views as well as the other topics which you would like me to cover in my future videos about Indian or world history. And also subscribe to my channel History with Ishan, along with pressing the bell icon for receiving regular notifications whenever I upload a video from Indian world history. Thank you so much. Take care, stay indoors, stay safe, goodbye and Jai Hind.